What is up? We're at that time of the podcast. For those watching on YouTube, we just debuted a sexy new intro video.
Love it.
For my boy Brandon. Brandon, how you doing today, my man?
Doing good. Super pumped for this weekend. Something brand new.
Something brand new, something exciting. But first, you know what? Let's do a little victory lap. You and I both had Hamilton plus 200, plus 220 to finish, podium finish at the F1 race. We gave that out on the BTV show Victory Lane. Yep. Brett and I will be on there every week. We can. A couple weeks, we have a bachelor party. Our friend Nick has a bachelor party, so we're going to be down in New Orleans sweating away alcohol in the 100-degree heat. But, yeah, so we finally hit it. I mean, you've been on fire in F1. I can't throw a bet in the river. We're going to try to give you guys some NASCAR bets today, though.
Yeah, we do. And we almost went big last week. We almost went back-to-back with the Hamilton podium. And then Chase Elliott dominated the entire race, was looking good with about 14 laps to go. Per his in-car radio, his brake pedals started to get light on him, so he's losing the brakes. Couldn't hold off Reddick long enough. Congrats to Reddick, another first-time winner. That makes 4 or 5 in NASCAR this year. And we got 13 winners with a 16-person playoff.
We got 13 winners, 16-person playoff. This could become nitty-gritty. It's great, and we're going to Atlanta, and we need to remind everybody that Atlanta restrictor place rules will be used for the Atlanta Motor Speedway because of the concerns over speed after the circuit was repaved and configured to a 28-degree banking. So explain to me like I'm a fourth grader what that means.
This is crazy because you're taking like a Talladega/Daytona and just shrinking it and almost keeping the speed where it is. A repaved track is going to give you so much speed. The banking on it, Atlanta was overdue for a repave in general. And at first, when I heard that they're going to do restrictor plate rules, I was like, man, you're taking away the speed. But the more I thought about it, they're already fast at Atlanta with an old track. So now that you're putting in a restrictor plate on it, you're going to have pack racing. So everybody loves super speedway racing. 1, it's always tight, close racing. 2, there's always a big crash. And 3, you can't not enjoy Daytona or Talladega. Now you get to wake up this Sunday and celebrate it as if it's Daytona or Talladega. There's no better way. Atlanta, kudos to you, my dudes, because you did it. You did it right.
I'm excited for this race. I think there's a huge betting opportunity. And then also what we're going to start doing is if you comment who you think is going to win the race, I will personally send you a $10 Visa gift card. So the first person, hypothetically, if you like Hamlin this week, the first person to make the comment, Denny Hamlin, that if Hamlin wins, you win the gift card. So,
I'll add another 10 to it. So let's make it 20.
Okay. So, look, that's $20 and money's money, dude. Money is
all you got to do is retweet it.
Yep.
Retweet us and pick the winner. So 2 steps, retweet and pick the winner.
Retweet and pick the winner.
You got to be the first one. If 10 people say Hamlin, I'm sorry. Got to be the first.
It's only the first one. Only the first one. So we are going to pull up the odds from Bovada.
Bovada is giving us some juicy stuff early, and I'll say it now. I will say it.
Extremely juicy odds.
I'll say this early in the podcast. Early. Get these picks in before qualifying. Because when we run down these guys, these odds will not be the same after Saturday. Promise you that.
Now, Chase Elliott, you kind of hit the nail on the head, dominated the race. Pit stop, the tire issue kind of cost him. He's at 10-1, Chastain at 10-1, Blaney at 10-1. That's tempting, dude. Especially, I mean, Blaney at Atlanta since 2019, led 5.3% of the laps. He has 1 win, average finish of 9.8. But this is a super speedway. And when you look at super speedways, he's not in 9.8, 5 races. He does have 1 win. So I don't know, man.
I'll open up with this. Hendrick Motorsports is usually the way to go at a super speedway. I don't want to lean on Chase. Usually I touch him every week just because he's my favorite driver, so a little bit of excitement there. Ross Chastain at 10-1 right there with Chase. They've both been neck and neck. They're always next to each other every race. But if I had to pick a 10-1 right now, I do lean towards Blaney. He's been up front consistently. He's had bad luck. So if I had to choose from that top row, being a Chase fan, not minding Chastain at all, I'm still going to lean towards Blaney because I feel he is due for one. He's second overall points, and he hasn't got his win yet, and he's right there.
Blaney has finished 6 or better in 4 of the last 5 Daytonas, including winning last summer. He won at Talladega in 2019 and 2020. I'm sold. I only had 3 guys in a head-to-head. I'm putting down Blaney.
I like Blaney at 10-1.
I'm adding Blaney to the card. My first bet, and I told myself I actually texted you.
I got the text.
I'm never going to bet this POS again, but it looks like I am. I locked him in at 12-1 on a different book. I got Kyle Larson in the first Atlanta race this year with the restrictor plate rules, got wrecked battling for their league. Before the wreck, he was running like really, really solid. And when you have a person like Larson, 4 races at super speedways, and he's led 33.4% of the laps. I mean, that's a pretty dominant performance, man. I just think it's a matter of time before he gets it done. I got to bet Larson at 12. I bet him at 12-1. I even like him more at 13-1.
I hate to put you on blast, but I'm going to go ahead and read your text verbatim. This was Sunday at 6 p.m. I'm never betting Larson again. He's fucking awful. Excuse the language, but
yeah,
those are verbatim. And here we go. 4 days later, he's dropping money on Larson.
But here's the thing.
The pick.
To be a successful sports bettor, you have to have a short-term memory.
Speaking of success, I am rolling over and grabbing Christopher Bell at 20-1. The kid's hungry. He's due for one. I like him, period. Joe Gibbs, he's got power. He can drive. 20-1 odds, Christopher Bell. My mom's going to watch this and love it because I always give her crap about Bell, but I'm going Bell at 20-1.
Now, this is a Bubba track, but Bubba at 14-1, I can't get invested in.
Not enough juice.
Maybe there'll be some head-to-head matchups. Kurt Busch has dominated Atlanta, so, I mean, it is kind of tempting, but at 18-1, that is a little short. I'm going to go down one more line. I got to do it, dude. I got to do it.
The old man's coming back out, isn't he? The old man is coming back
man
out.
Style, dude. Old man style. I am going to do.
Harvick himself.
I was doing the old man pause there for dramatic effect.
I know. I knew you were.
Since 2019, 5 races, 1 win, 2 top 5s, 2 or 3 top 10s. He's led 13.3% of the laps. Look, I'm getting Harvick at 25-1. I got to throw money on him. I just, out of principle, I have to throw money on Harvick at 25-1.
So I will side that with you, and I'll also add Martin Truex also at 25-1.
That's my other bet. So I have 4 in. For me, it's Uncle Kevin, MTG. I just gave Truex a new nickname. How do you feel about that? MTG.
Maybe if it's MTJ.
Nah, because he's a gangster. Kyle Larson, 13-1, and Blaney, 10-1. Those are my 4 bets, and I have 1 head-to-head that I like. So you have Truex too. Why do you like Truex?
Truex just admitted, or not admitted, but just agreed to come back another year. Interesting side note, Junior Motorsports, or Dale Jr., is interested in starting a Cup team next year and was really trying to persuade Martin Truex Jr. to come over and be the head of that new Cup team that could be coming out. He was from Junior Motorsports, and he re-signed with Gibbs. So I see some good things coming for Truex. It's off of his back. He doesn't have to worry about decision-making. I give him major props, not holding out and waiting and wondering. He made the decision to re-sign for another year. I think some good things are coming from him. I really do.
Interesting.
Now, lastly, Harrison Burton has the best odds that we've seen all year at 100-1. I'm sticking with my rookie that I said will get a win this year. We've got 13 winners. I'm still expecting him. So grab him at 100-1 and cash out for the year. And you guys will be good to go. Go on a nice little vacation with those odds.
Okay. What about – God, I can't believe I'm going to fucking say this bet.
Oh, man. Here it comes.
Where do we go? Where is it? Oh, my God. Honestly, I can't believe I'm going to do this bet.
Corey LaJoie, top 10.
6-1 or Ty Dillon 6-1. All right, because we need to remember, it was 2 years ago. LaJoie was just on a restrictor plate freaking heater for 2 years. He was an absolute heater.
He was,
and I believe he has a top 5 finish in Atlanta. I believe he does.
So I'll do this with you. Let's throw it out there to the whole squad. You grab Corey LaJoie, a top 10 at 6-1. I'm grabbing Noah Gragson in the 62 at 7-1.
Okay. And I got another one. What about, where is he? He's right on the same line. Ty Dillon. Dillons are really good at the truck races. Childress is their grandpa. They do. They both of them do good at plate races, dude.
Well, I want to know: are the trucks running tomorrow night at Atlanta? No, they are at a road course, so never mind.
I'm just saying, there's going to be chaos in this race. We need to remember there's going to be chaos, and there's just going to be one person that is just in it, and you're like, oh shit, top 10. Maybe it's Burton.
No, it could be. It's a long shot here. We've talked about this guys 100 times. If you watched any of these, whenever we do Daytona or Talladega, it's a shit show. You're literally throwing a dart at a board and just taking whatever number you got.
LaJoie does have a top 5 finish at Atlanta.
What's his top 5 odds then? Do you want to go big?
No, I'd be sensitive and only take top 5. I would need 50-1 for a top 5. Oh God. What about Haley's 8-1, dude? Haley's another dude. He's a solid strict restrictor player.
He is, but that 8-1, I'd rather speak more to the Corey LaJoie at 50 than I would, or a Cole Custer at 14-1.
Those are juicy. Those are really, 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 really juicy. God. You know what? I'll just play it safe, dude.
Let's leave it at what we got right now. I like where we're at.
Yeah, let's not get greedy. Let's not get too creative here.
I got a good feeling at this card.
So let's look at these head-to-heads. I have one head-to-head. It's not listed here. I got it in a different book. And like I said, we're doing stuff with Bovada. Bovada, they have stuff up. We'll do stuff with Bovada. We're not going to do DraftKings just because some people don't have DraftKings. So the head-to-head I absolutely love is Chris Buescher over Ricky Stenhouse.
Yes.
My thing is this. Buescher, God, he had this run where Buescher was – this stat I have about Buescher, where is it in my notes? 7 top 10 plate track races since 2020. So he's finished top 10 in 7 restrictor plate races since 2020. I feel like Stenhouse had this run 4 years ago when he was a restrictor plate god, and now the last couple of years he really hasn't done anything. He's insanely, absolutely insanely overvalued. So
I like that. I like that head to head, but I'll be honest. we can go through these, but I don't personally need to because I'm not touching head-to-heads at a restrictor plate. I'm not. Because there is no strategy involved.
Which makes sense because, like, it's like I'm telling you guys right now, this race is going to be chaos. If there is, this kind of reminds me of when McDowell won Daytona.
Agreed. Or Justin Haley won with the rain. Yeah. Bubba's done it. Like, it just restrictor plate. I don't touch head to head because I feel like I'd rather sprinkle more money in a win option category than dropping 4 or 5 head to heads that you don't know.
Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick. Reddick, heavy juice at 140.
I'm doing Dillon because of the plus odds.
Mm-hmm. But you're not betting it. This is just if you
I am not betting head to head.
Alex Bowman, Martin Truex.
Bowman.
Cedric Briscoe. We need to remember Cedric did win Daytona.
Briscoe.
Chase and Chastain.
Chase.
Denny, Kyle Busch.
Kyle.
God, I wish this one wasn't. If this one wasn't so juiced, I would take Uncle Kevin. Brad plus 105, Kevin minus 135.
Kevin.
Logano, Byron. Suarez, Kurt Busch.
Suarez.
Truex, Blaney. Now, I'm not going to touch any of this stuff. Of these. And this is just, these are just embarrassing. I mean, like, honestly, how you put them out, like, look at this. All these are 2.5 to 1, and there's 4 of them. There's no odds. There's absolutely no odds in any of this. But you look at these. If you look at the win, Almirola is what? And, like, how they do these just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
I'm good with all those.
Like, Almirola is 10 to 1, and they have him in the same group with Keselowski, who is, that's even top 2 finish. I'm not even looking at the right thing. Like, yeah. Like, how they do them just doesn't even make sense to me.
It does. I'm good with my card where it's at.
God, yeah. I mean, the only thing that has me a little tempted to do is put a little money on a LaJoy top 10. But you know what? I'm going to sit that out. Yeah, these are just kind of the point where they're just not. I mean, we were killing that LaJoy.
Last year was huge. You crushed that for weeks at a time.
So just to review, I got 5. I got Larson 12 to 1. Harvick, I got at 30 to 1. I took Truex, even though he's at 25. I took him at 20 to 1 earlier, and I locked in Blaney at 10 to 1 and Buescher over Stenhouse. Who do you have, my friend?
So I got Blaney. I've got Truex, Christopher Bell, and I'm going to jump on that Harvick train with you.
Oh, Uncle Kevin.
You know I don't like doing it.
Uncle Kevin, dude. Jeez, what a gangster, dude. Brandon, thanks for coming on.
This week we're cashing in.
I hope so.
This is the week. Atlanta, restrictor plate, Sunday, late afternoon. It doesn't get any better than this.
And remember, retweet this, comment who you think is going to win, and you will and if that driver wins and you're the first person to comment that, you will win a Visa gift card via Brandon and myself. Make sure you give Brandon a follow on Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter at BostonBoy83. Brandon, let's cash some tickets. Let's make some money, my friend.
About time. This week, we're in it.